Previously on XCOM.
Operation Not in My House, and I really just want to take my time with it.
Delta, whatever this attack is, you're right in the crosshairs.
That's cat hair. Complimentary red shirt should kill cat hair instantly. One that you will not like.
Greetings,
friend.
Well met.
He's down.
Fellow cyborg. Ninja Knight gets a bit nervous, and he kicks it through the uprights.
Baja confirmada.
It tastes like gym shorts.
Yay! So you all don't have to wait so long between content. Tune in next week. Long time no see, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Operation Not in My House. We could discuss why there has been such a long hiatus, but I prefer the shorter version of got burned out, and now I'm ready to do this again, and here is a link to my Patreon page. When we last left our intrepid team, XCOM veterans and security team personnel had cleared out the first wave of the alien invasion of our base in Operation Not in My House. The next wave will be incoming in our warehouse division. Seems they want to steal our supply of weapons, armor, and gourmet field rations, and they can pry our freeze-dried meats from our cold, dead hands. As expected, enemies start breaking through our vents, horrendously damaging our base's resale value, and we start taking Overwatch shots. And this is where Jimmy reminds us, after our long hiatus, why she is the team leader. We hear her gun charge up, we hear an alien die, but we never saw the shot. It is only upon rewinding and freeze-framing that we find the corpse here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy struck down a purple people eater before anyone else even knew it was there. That is the type of proactive attitude we like here at XCOM. So, Wind Valley actually hit his Overwatch shot, a rarity for our rookie security teammates, but he didn't quite get the kill. Luckily for us, it appears this security team member is rather thorough and finishes off his target with his pistol.
Good riddance.
Good riddance? Wow. You know, I actually didn't know the security team had their own sound files, or that the sound files were so milquetoast. That post-mortem one-liner had all the kick of a Silver Age comic sidekick.
Jiminy Jellicers.
Well, with that kill, Wind Valley is becoming... Wait, has Wind Valley already gotten a kill and a designation? Crap, it's been so long I forgot. Well, roll the tape. Okay, that kill was Google Girl. That one Cat Hair. That one was Google Girl again with her stepping into her own sphere of grenade damage. Forgot about that. Awesome. So, congrats to now 16 Wind Valley. Well, Ninja Knight has a beautiful flank shot and wants to get designation 17 here on Family Feud. After putting a few bullet holes in the ceiling last episode, let's see if he can redeem himself here today. We surveyed 100 people with the question, how will this flanked alien die in the warehouse? Ninja Knight says with the assault rifle. Let's see if the assault rifle is on the board. Survey says... Ooh, tough break for team security. Ninja Knight is letting the pressure get to him. Well, now Team XCOM vets have the opportunity for the steal. The question, how will this flanked alien die? Jimmy says laser pistol shot. Could be. Let me see. Laser pistol. Survey says... And Team XCOM vets gets the steal. Now we have... Okay, I swear, one more alien dropped here, right? I swear it... Okay, roll the tape back again. Okay, so where did... Oh, okay, so I somehow missed DJ Sucre's Overwatch kill of a Gray. Retroactive kudos to you, buddy. So, with the first wave of the warehouse waylaying aliens dead, we start moving everyone around and try to cover all possible firing lanes. Turn ends, no aliens tearing any holes in our ventilation system, so we think that maybe, hey, the aliens have learned that doing that just really pisses us off, and they won't do that again. But, to be safe, we just move up further because if the Boy Scouts have taught us anything, that it was to be prepared with laser and plasma rifles. What, you don't remember the laser and plasma rifles badge? Sheesh, best badge ever. What were you doing at scout camp? On the alien's turn, the world's most doomed sectoid drops down and eats, like, all the Overwatch shots. I mean, seriously, I've seen basketball players take less shots than this. To quote the webcomic Schlock Mercenary, there is no overkill, just open fire and time to reload. Only, it turns out that this was overkill because immediately following our alien amigos' extreme exploration is a colossal cascade of iron greys and uber sectoids spilling out of our vents like an army of drunken Gordon Freemans. And how did the mechtoids fit in our vents anyway? Do they have morph ball technology or something? I mean, Samus is like 3/4 alien at this point, so yeah, sure, mechtoid morph ball confirmed. With this many targets having this many hit points, you have to start laying out your priorities. And how do you prioritize your priorities? Need a better sentence. Well, for that, we turn to Spliced Strategies axiom number 10. When choosing your priorities, prioritize living. So, when we prioritize living, and I'm saying the word prioritize way too much, that means we prioritize killing the mechtoid looming right over DJ Sucre like a disapproving grandmother, since if this mechtoid holds still, he can fire twice and put more holes in DJ Sucre than Swiss cheese. Now that DJ Sucre has nearly killed the mechtoid, we earmark one of Jimmy's shots to finish it off later, and we move on. Next, we let Google Girl take a shot at the tiny little sectoid at the back who thinks he's gonna sneak up on all the humans, get a glory kill, and get promoted. Instead, we demote him to a greasy smear on the warehouse floor and hope his alien entrails don't get all over the crates of rations. And for a security person, Google Girl has done great. 3 kills. Too bad we can't take her with us after the mission. She'd have gotten a promotion by now. Now, the rest of our decisions on what we're going to do will be informed by whatever the rest of the team can kill. Since Jimmy gets 2 shots and one is earmarked for the giant mechtoid that's right next to DJ Sucre, we're going to see if she can kill one of these pinky sectoids with a crit shot. We're going to first aim to the one that's standing right next to Gemini Spark. Ooh, 1 damage short. Not ideal, but it does mean a good shot for a security team member, and Ninja Knight doesn't have a kill yet. Well, we're going to get you a simple chance, Ninja Knight. Flank that uber sectoid, pull out your pistol, and shoot your way to glory! Oh, Ninja Knight, you've shot the roof, you've now missed 2 flanked aliens. You know, maybe I'm being a bit too hard on you. Maybe I should get a second opinion. Mr. Sandler, what words would you share with Ninja Knight?
You blew it!
Ouch, harsh words, but very fair. Well, with Ninja Knight not sealing the deal on that dude's life, I move Cat Hair to see if I can get him some good odds to hit. Sadly, it's a coin flip, but it's a coin flip I feel I need to take. And the misses are starting to pile up. Well, with this 1 HP Uber Sectoid having successfully dodged 2 bullets, I am now out of options. It must die, and I can't roll any more dice, so we're going to be using Wind Valley's grenade to finish off this thing. First, we're going to move Gemini Spark out of close quarters because friendly fire isn't friendly at all. Next, Wind Valley pulls the pin out of his grenade and sends the Uber Sectoid on a one-way trip aboard the exploding Pineapple Express. With so many squishy security team personnel around for the ground-level Uber Sectoid to shoot, you might be wondering why I never sent any ordnance its way. This is because I'm going to light him on fire. And no matter how big your brain is, when you're on fire, you panic at least a little bit. So while Gemini's cooking Uber Sectoids and regrettably destroying our MREs, we're going to have Jimmy finish off the mechtoid that's near DJ Sucre so we can make sure he doesn't get crushed like a bug on a windshield. That would leave only the panicked Uber Sectoid and the undamaged mechtoid on the roof over there to deal with. Now, to be honest, I make a mistake here because I thought the mechtoid was further back and would have to move to shoot anyone directly below him. And I, sort of figured he'd move in the direction of DJ Sucre and fire that way. I was mistaken. Not only is he close enough to fire, but he doesn't even need to move so he can fire twice. And suddenly I am very concerned for Ninja Knight's life.
Armor systems are holding steady. I'm still operational.
So the mechtoid didn't shoot at the easily killable Ninja Knight, and instead targeted the harder-than-steel Gemini Spark. Twice. Look, I'm not complaining, mind you, far from it. For his last promotion, we gave Gemini Spark the Absorption Field perk so that no shot can hit him for more than 1/3 of his health, or 4 damage. So that's kind of awesome. Thanks for not popping Ninja Knight like a zit, Mr. Iron Gray. Well, after that, the Uber Sectoid decides to stop panicking and mind shields the Mechtoid. Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused as I thought for sure the Uber Sectoid would be panicked for at least one turn. I'm even more confused because, like the Mechtoid, he could have easily torn through some security team members like cheap toilet paper. Moving on. First, we need to kill this Uber Sectoid. We decide Team Security Guard needs a win here. Cat Hair softens up the Pinky to 6 health. Then Wind Valley throws a grenade to drop him to 2. And, finally, because Ninja Knight has proven he can't be trusted with any sort of firearm, we let him use explosive ordnance and he gets the kill. Congrats on receiving your designation, 17 Ninja Knight. With the Uber Sectoid dead and the Mind Shield gone, it's time to clear out the Mechtoid. We start by letting Gemini Spark get his revenge with a big particle cannon shot. That Gemini probably misses. This is where mistakes begin to be made. I have concerns that if the Mechtoid gets to shoot again, he'll shoot Gemini Spark twice, reducing him down to 2 HP. It really would make more sense for him to try and kill Ninja Knight, but, you know, hey, logic's already been thrown out the window. This would essentially make him useless for the third leg of this mission, because a 2 HP mech is not something we want to risk in battle. And that third leg of the mission is when the aliens bring out the biggest guns they've got, so we're going to need our big guns. For that reason, instead of us using Gemini's second action to move and hide, I fire a grenade to damage the alien cyborg. Next, I think I can fire twice with DJ Sucre, only to find out he has enough ammo for one single shot. Well, DJ Sucre, you better make this shot count. Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, why don't you reload? Yeah, that's a good consolation to the soul if we get Gemini killed here this mission. Good job. Well, let's not panic just yet. We can still run and gun Citrus Architect to the roof and rapid fire and... Oh, wait, he has no path to the roof. Why is that? Well, it's because I shot a grenade that created a fire in one square. Which square, you ask? The one square Citrus needs to move through to get to the roof. Spectacular. So, he's no help. Wasn't it just brilliant that I shot a grenade with Gemini instead of just hiding Gemini? What a genius. Well, Jimmy still has 2 shots, and wait, no. Jimmy's double tap ability is the one that lets her shoot twice in a turn, but it's only usable once every other turn, so she only gets 1 shot. She hits, but now I'm sweating bullets. Or, well, Gemini's sweating plasma. Remember XCOM number 10? The one where we prioritize the living? Well, we need to prioritize who is living now. Because you see, in my estimation, with the final leg of the mission just ahead of us, we have greater odds of success if we have Gemini in the fight at 10 health and thus able to help. Sadly, and I'm not proud of this, the security personnel are a lot more expendable. I mean, insanely more expendable. We can never use them again after this mission, and they just have regular assault rifles. So, I'm going to ignore any life insurance policies that she may or may not have taken out. I moved Google Girl up onto this ledge as a potential sacrifice to the angry metal chrome god in the sky. Let's see if the god in the machine accepts our offering. It seems the alien mecha god does not like our paltry offering of a 1 health security guard. The angry mecha god fires twice at Gemini Spark and that knocks him down to 2 HP. He's really going to be worthless the rest of the ways. We're going to have to protect him. What a complete jerk thing to do, am I right? Well, for being more trouble than he's worth, I'm deciding that we're going to kill this alien mecha god, much like the first Klingons did. But because I'm also a bit of a vindictive prick, I'm going to make sure this is as insulting as possible. We take the security officer that was at this supposed god's mercy the entire time, our most inaccurate shot. We're going to move Ninja Knight slightly and have him perform a trick I like to call the disappearing grenade trick. I mean, seriously, watch this. Where does the grenade go? Ninja Knight's possible black magic aside, we killed a false god with the soldier it deemed so unthreatening that it passed up the opportunity to kill him dead 4 times. How is that for poetic justice? But as we reload and get ready for the final bit of the base defense mission, we do so knowing that we have Gemini Spark at 2 HP, no Shiosk to heal him up, and with no further relief coming. Plus, Ninja Knight's now out of grenades, so the disappearing grenade illusion will no longer work. I hope he has some other tricks up his sleeves, literally, because he's by far the worst shooter this team has seen, and any further use we're going to get out of him is going to have to come from the barrel of his gun. But let's not dismay. Every soldier under our sway has lived to see another day. Plus each and every gray that's gotten in our way, with extreme prejudice we did slay. So please forgive another delay, but we must finish this another day. We will complete this home turf melee in Operation Not in My House, Part Tray. I am Spliced, and let me say, XCOM still is a fun game to play.